gentlemen, the countdown has begun. We are loading into the Cursed Hollow. It is map number 1 of this best of 3 series of match number 4 in the Dingit Heroes of the Storm 4-team Invitational. And this is an important... In fact, every match coming from here upwards, the next 2 matches are basically going to decide who comes first and who comes second. If Fnatic win this, then the next match is the most important one, and then it's the one after that. But this match is of vital importance to the standings. So, ladies and gentlemen, spawning on the left-hand side in the blue trunks, it is Fnatic. And all groups in the mid lane, it is Shinobu on the Jaina. It is Lowell on the ETC. Freds is on the Kerrigan. Ace of Spades going to be riding the Ufa. And Kessel is a Jet, aka Mecha Tassadar.
And going up against them is going to be the newly picked up Team Liquid, former Elnex. So we have Vortex on the Vikings, Grand PKT, Malfury, and Lucifron on the Muradin, Falcon on the Valor. And Black Scorp is probably thinking it's Christmas right now as he is on the Zeratul.
Indeed. So, both teams getting some very solid heroes. And Freds, he's got a Death Rush set up, and it goes down. There's the stun, there's the Blizzard, but Black Scorp able to blink out. He's going to go B. There's no way he'll be hanging around for that. He's the roamer. He can afford to just back out here and play it safe. However, Vortex just soaking in the bot lane, but we're going to see Ace of Spades get down here in time to not miss any minions, so he will get all the XP for this. Neither team missing out on any XP, but they're just going to continue to soak. And seeing as we didn't see a first blood there, Shinobu and Fred still here, and now it's Lucifron who's going to be there, and this time it's looking even better. But Lucifron also jumps out. This seems familiar, but this time there's Black Scorp. He's just going to blink out after doing some damage to Shinobu. But that's got to feel bad. You get someone, get your full combo off, and twice they just jump away. Just like, no, you can't do that. I'm out. I'm gone. And we actually see Falcon there using his multi-shot into the bush to get a good scout off. And having a look at level 1 talents. Scouts. Yeah, scouting drones coming out of ETC here. They did get a significant buff. They are very cool now.
Yeah, the fact they can hold 2 charges and now take 2 hits to destroy rather than 1 make them quite a nice addition.
They also last longer.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, first blood. Who was
Uther.
It? It was Ufa. Ufa went down in the mid lane to the roaming gank squad. As we have the roaming gank squad of Muradin and Zeratul. Grabby KT helping out with that. In the bot lane, Vortex just microing around, pushing out the lane. And the Vikings very good at out-pushing lanes, as we can see.
Yeah, just Vortex again with the nice micro. Blending them up, making sure only one gets hit by the Psy Storm. Mid lane again, Black Scorp got caught out a little bit there. Had to be using his blink to get out of that one. I believe he got grasped by the Kerrigan. Top lane though, well, we don't really care for top lane as the tribute is spawning down bot. It's going to be Ace and Shinobu setting up a Death Brush once again here, but they're going to get away from this. Eric sprinting out of that one.
Yep, and I'm keeping an eye on the APM tab, because I always like to when Vortex is playing at his Lost Vikings. For now, though, looks like Fnatic are going to get... No! Black Scorp comes in for the denial and able to jump out. Stop himself getting killed. He needs to throw out a Singularity Spike onto Shinobu if he wants to deny this. He gets it. And Freds cancels his channel as well to try and kill Black Scorp. A little bit greedy, if you ask me, but he's able to reveal the cloak. And there's the blink. Black Scorp able to get out. And finally, running out of things to deny that with. And the first tribute goes over to Fnatic. And, excuse me, Vortex's APM is currently about 300.
Nice. Black Scorp dodging out the stun in the mid lane. However, Vortex, the man with the crazy APM, has been soaking this top lane, and that is definitely reflected in the team XP. Black Scorp here going to go grab away the Watchtower, but he will not spot out Freds on this easy camp. Shinobu's going to join the Kerrigan there as well. Valor back into this top lane, going up against Lao's ETC. Just going back to their lane, seeing how they do. We have Eric about to make his way down into the bot lane to join his comrades down there, it seems.
Indeed, gonna read. Actually, no, Eric's just holding mid lane for now, just soaking up the XP. Those that P shooter he has not doing very much at all. But we're seeing Black Scorp and Grand PKT rolling in to join up with Lucifron, and down he goes. And that is another good kill for the roaming gank squad. And this is what we saw when the Vikings originally came out and were starting to be used. Only we saw all three Vikings split up and soaking a lane.
I remember this.
Only
we had the pleasure of doing this together.
It was great. Only this time, instead of just running with the 4-man gank squad, they're just running with 2. This means the Vikings in the bottom lane are a bit safer, and the roaming gank squad can just lend their support to the single Viking in the mid lane when it is needed. So they have still a really decent 3-man roaming squad, but their Valor's able to push top alone and do a good job with that. She's already taken a lot of ammo from those towers, and the bottom Vikings could stay as 2 and can push a bit better and allows Vortex to focus his attention a little more. For now, though, just going to be regrouping the Vikings and pushing that bot lane a little more.
You got my attention, laddie.
Yep, here's Kessel. There's not really much Tassadar can do. Tassadar doesn't... He rarely loses lanes, but very rarely wins them as well, if that makes sense. Just tends to go even, just counter push out a little bit. There is mainly a blockade more than anything.
Indeed, I rarely lose lanes, but when I do, it is against the Lost Vikings. And we're actually going to see the next tribute spawn up in the top lane on the Fnatic side of the map, but currently in vision of Team Liquid. But now Ace of Spades taking back that watchtower, so we're probably going to see Liquid give this away. And yeah, speaking of did we see someone die in the bot lane? Or?
Jaina died.
Wow. Okay. Fair enough. So, Jaina dies.
Although he's getting stunned up by Lucifront, going to have to dimensional shift out of that one, using his shield on himself as well. But this is going to be the second tribute going over to Team Liquid. This will put them in a very good stand. And the last time we saw them grab 3 tributes, they won the game off of it.
Yeah, this is true. They just pushed all the way in with a golem and just won straight away. And we are seeing Malfurion go for the build that I said he might go for earlier, going for the Enduring Growth build, so he'll likely get the Life Seed at a later level as well. Just keep healing up and keep staying up. We are seeing Zeratul is going for the AP build rather than the auto attack build.
Yeah, he's got the Blink at level 1, the Gathering Power, First Aid, and of course the good old VP at level 10, mirrored in with the Avatar, the Longbow, Strafe coming out from Falcon, and of course the healing Tranquility of Malfurion. Has to be said though, Fnatic, they're a little while away from hitting level 10 yet.
Yep, this golem will help them get there though. They're just going to grab that. Ace of Spades actually using his cleanse to run out and grab some vision. They're trying to grab it. In comes Lucifron. He's in the circle. Black Scorp's there as well. They steal it. Down goes Kerrigan as well. The Void Prism has them set up for the next 2. Shinobu gets taken out by the cleave. He's trying to run away, but Black Scorp is on him. And we are going to see Kessel and Ace of Spades stay alive, but that is pretty much everyone dead. And it's basically going to give Team Liquid. I know, I'm used to it. We're going to see
more laughing at the tribute.
Fair enough. We're going to see Team Liquid get another one, and yeah, they have 2 golems and the tribute spawns. Vortex is just sending Balog there to pick it up on his own, while the rest of Team Liquid push in this bottom lane.
And you still have Eric in the top lane just being a nuisance to Lau. They almost got that top 4, but this is bound to get at least 2 towers, maybe even a keep here. But even so, I think that was a bit of the commentator's curse there, saying that golem would help them out a bit, and then it's like, nope.
Yep, and they might have been able to get it, actually, if Uva hadn't actually gone to scout. If he'd stayed to get the kill, they may have been able to stay in the circle, but instead, we saw the root go down, we saw them out of position, not good at all. Nice divine shield.
Into Maelstrom coming in. Fred's, though, not actually finding anything. The strafe is very well protected here. Queso low, Lau low, Shinobu low, with Vortex barreling down. The longbow, one more, there it is. That is Jaina and Uther falling. Lau can only really get healed. Fred's is now down as well.
They're going to do it again.
Is this Team Liquid, their first curse of the game, winning the game?
For the second time, it looks like it. We might see Eric die. Eric's going to back out and just start attacking a tower. But the golem's on half health. They're just going for it right now. Black Scorp is going straight for it. In comes ETC. Can he save the day? Does not look like it. In comes Ace of Spades. Nope, there's the Void Prism. And that is going to be GG. And Team Liquid taking game number 1. And I'm getting deja vu.
This was quicker than the SK game.
Yeah, which is impressive.
SK was 9:24. I think this was 8 minutes 30 with more tributes and more golems.
Going to be seeing the Tomb of the Spider Queen.
Indeed, Ian. She just looks so menacing there. Are there actually any heroes on this loading screen? Is it just spiders? Just spiders.
Yes, there is. But he's not a released hero yet. He may just be an Easter egg.
Where are you looking?
Top right, just next to the Spider Queen's hand, Harrison Jones.
And is that Murky? No, there's Murky there.
Where's Murky?
Literally, bottom middle.
Bottom middle? Ah, yes! There's a Murloc. I'm not 100% sure that's Murky, but there is certainly a Murloc there.
There is definitely a Murloc.
So there are two things that aren't spiders or spirits. It's good to know.
Yeah.
Indeed, so I'm excited. I've not cast this map in a game of this level before.
Same. I think when it was released, initially I forgot I had an NA account, so I was like, oh, I can play a day early. And then I played about 30 games and didn't get a Tomb of the Spider Queen game. It was horrible. I was livid.
I didn't have my NA account at that point, and I just waited for EU. Quite simply, I was quite patient. I was lovely. And then I got 3 Tomb of the Spider Queen games in a row, because I logged on and instantly got a message from our hierarchy, and it was like, you want a duo? And I was like, yes. So we just went and duoed. And I had instantly bought Sylvanas, so I leveled stuff up. He was just leveling other stuff up. So we sat there and leveled up, and we got Tomb of the Spider Queen 4 or 5 times in the 12 or so games we played.
Someone was lucky.
We were. It was good. We lost most of our games, to be fair, because he was leveling up. Stuff. So he was good. I was leveling up Sylvanas. He was leveling up other stuff, and so the fact we were leveling up and our MMR is quite high, we got kind of wrecked. So yeah.
Nice.
In case you haven't noticed, Sylvanas without talents isn't very good.
I bought Sylvanas.
And
like a noob, I played I had a stim pack, so I played one game, got her to level 4, and then just hero leagued. And I feel like I should apologize to Arkham, Conus, and that lot, because I lost them a game.
We get that. We get them a lot. They seem to be the group that I know I personally, out of pro players, hit on ladder the most.
I think the player I've hit most on ladder is probably Guardsman Bob. I've never played...
Would you count him as a player? I'd count him as a personality.
No, he's a player. He's still a player. He plays the game.
Yeah, but I said out of pro players.
Okay, pro players. I know, there was a phase where I sniped Snitch when he was back on AFK 1 minute. Snitch, Roll, and Rave. I sniped them about 3 out of 5 games. That was fun. So I just sat on their TeamSpeak.
Just because I used to hit Nunda a lot. Pre-beat our Bakers, I hit Nunda all the time. And it was that's where I first got to speak to him, because I was like, oh, we've hit this guy a lot, and eventually we added him to the group I was pre-making with. You apparently were the reason we were waiting for the game to load.
That was weird.
But yep, game is now loaded. And, ladies and gentlemen, spawning on the left-hand side of the Tomb of the Spider Queen in the blue trunks, it is going to be Fnatic. And starting in the bot lane, it is going to be Shinobu in the Pajama Party Lost Vikings. In the mid lane is everyone else. It's going to be Ace of Spades playing Ufa. It's going to be Lowell playing Valor. Kessel is playing Tyrande with my favourite skin and skin tint on her. And Freds is playing the Diablo. And he does not fit on that carpet.
And on the right-hand side, looking to make it 2 maps to 0, a clean sweep for them. Grand PKT in the top lane on the Malfuri, and Jaina being played by Falcon. Lucifer on the ETC. Vortex playing the Tassadar, no Lost Vikings for him. And Black Scorp playing the Sylvanas as they represent Team Liquid.
Oop, auto-attack Valor. Straight up call, just opened up the talent screens just as you finished saying that, and instant Rancor.
Nice. Black Scorp's going to face check 3 Vikings here, as Olaf is belly slamming them.
Ooh.
On his way onto Black Scorp, but...
He's out.
Yeah, he's fine.
Olaf has that huge health regen, he'll just be able to regen back up. Look, he's already back to full, basically. So, he's going to be able to get out. No first blood yet. Whereas
This is what I was expecting. Sorry, the 4-man roam squad, just because there is literally no distance between top and mid.
yeah, just bounce between the two. It's not very far. Like there's a tiny amount of difference between the two, like you said, and that distance is the objective turn-in. So it's not very far. Or the Soul Cage, as I've now highlighted it and found out it's called.
Soul Cage.
Good to know.
Even though they're gems? What?
They're gems of power from metal spiders that make real
they
spiders.
Have souls.
Yeah, they make real spiders. Well, have you not seen Big Hero 6?
No.
Robots have souls. Good film,
they
though.
don't. Anyway, it's getting to that point in the night, isn't it?
It is indeed. So
Yeah.
hopefully we'll keep our cast of the actual game after the laning phase is over at a reasonable
point.
level.
Yeah.
Yes. For now, though, both teams going to be hitting level 3, neither getting their talents as of yet. I guess they're both just leveling up. But in comes Freds onto Lucifron. That's probably the worst person he could go on here. He gets rooted. There's the Blizzard, and the full Blizzard does land. Lunar Flare doesn't land to Lucifron. Neither team, once again, going to be able to get a kill. And despite this map being so short distance-wise, you'd expect to see a kill a bit earlier.
Yeah.
Ooh, that
You'd
was
expect
quite
someone
low.
to at least get caught out a little bit. Speaking of getting caught out, Vortex is having to use Dimensional Shift. Really nice dodge there from him, getting out of the Lunar Flare. As quite a bit of damage actually gets returned onto Kessel there, healing himself up, however. Is being forced to tap alongside Lau, and we've had Fnatic hand in 8 gems thus far, as they still have quite a few on them.
Yep, Liquid yet to hand in any gems. Having a look at some of the talents, Valor continuing along the auto-attack build, going with the Manticore, so that she is basically the enhanced and better version of focused attacks. We have Protective Shield out of Ufa, the Amplified Healing out of Diablo, going for the full tankiness stuff. He has the extra health regen, which makes a lot of sense, seeing as he's basically soaking 2 lanes. Makes a lot of sense, he's just going to get souls for days. He's already on 35. He's going on to Lucifron. There's the stun. There's the follow-up stun. But it's ETC. He doesn't care. He's going on to Freds now. Freds actually taking a lot of damage here. He needs to like shadow charge his way through Lucifron. And that's what he does. And he's now making his way for it. There's the overpower, but it's not in range of towers. And Freds coming out a bit worse in that.
Yeah, both him and Kessel going to back away from this one, which signals the hand in for Liquid. That's 5, that's 6, that's 2, and that's 13. Puts them on 34 as Black Scorp down in the spot lane has 18. He has enough to hand in.
He does. He has enough to hand in. That will make the full turn in for them so they can get the first spiders into the lane. I say the first spiders. The mini minions are also spiders. But this map is just spiders.
As Black Scorp having to use his escape early on there, gets
Wow.
absolutely blown up. Lucifron though trying to get the return onto Fred. It's not going to come in, however, because they're just going to get completely overpowered here. And he had a lot of gems, did Black Scorp, but not for much longer.
Yeah, this is true. So neither team getting a full turn in yet. Both are getting very close, seeing as how we can currently see. Will that be enough?
No.
No, it's
8 short.
8 short. Do they have 8?
Oh.
They do. Ace has 8, but we do see the turn and go over to Liquid.
We do indeed, as they're going to grab the hard camp as well here. Between Falcon and Lucifron, as the spiders now make their way down the lanes. As these will push, and they go up until they find a minion wave, don't they?
I believe so.
Yeah.
So Web
So we
Weavers
see the top lane went a
now
lot
in every
further.
lane. Yeah, but that's actually bad for them because it now means this is the Web Weaver is under tower and is going to die so much quicker. Like, he does a little bit of damage. It's already gone. One Web Weaver down so quickly. These things, the Web Weavers, are not tanky. Like, they have 5,000 HP. That is what they have, 5,000 HP each. That is about the same as all of the Night Camp. No, wait, that's the same of 2 Knights from the Night Camp. And that's about it. So they're not actually very tanky at all. They do some massive damage with that wave attack, though, so that's cool.
Yeah.
And they obviously summon more minions to the lane with those spiders that they summon.
More spiders, as Shinobu having to jump up there just to make sure Olaf survived. Castle getting the heal off as well. As this Web Weaver is going to fall in their spot lane, but it looks like Team Liquid are going to get the fort behind it. Mid lane, however, they got 2 towers. Top lane, They got one tower as Vortex looks like he's going to get a second here. As a quick look down the gem list, both teams have a lot. Of course, they Fnatic have enough to hand in because they are on 42, whereas I believe Team Liquid are probably on about 35 between the 5 of them, maybe 40.
Indeed. And something I noticed, I just clicked on a spider, the spider summoned from the web weavers.
Yeah.
They actually have a passive buff given to them. Like it has the infest symbol that like you get from Zagara, but it basically just means they take half tower damage. Just found that cool that
Very
they have
nice.
their own little buff thing.
Very nice. As Team Liquid are grabbing this easy camp, but of course Fnatic do get the hand in. Team Liquid hitting level 10, so we could see them go for an engage. We have the stage dive, the Wailing Arrow, Tranquility, and probably Archon and Water Elemental, and there we go.
I find
Pretty
stage dive a
standard.
bit weird considering how small the map is, but I guess that just means Luthor's just going to live down here in the bot lane.
Yeah.
Oh, he's already stage diving though onto the hard camp. Gonna try and steal this and maybe see if he can get Freds as well. Freds has been separated from the rest of his team. In comes the rest of his team though from the back, but nice Wailing Arrow hits all three, and they're being chased backwards. Diablo did go down. Kessel being dropped very low. There is a shield on him. Water Elemental, focus it, aim the Water Elemental, Jaina. In comes Black Skull, but he takes her down.
Ace is going to go down as well, and that's a lot of gems going over to the side of Team Liquid. They have 22 on Lucifron alone, as now they're going to get this middle fort. They need to deal with the web weavers, however, because they are pushing all 3 of the lanes. Grand PKT doing what he can, try and get rid of this one down bottom by himself. Mid lane is going to fall, as Tassadar did deal with the one in top lane.
Having a look at the rest of the talents, both teams do have their heroics available now, so if they want to go in for the fight, is now going to be a bit more viable for Fnatic. We do see the Strafe Divine Shield combo as a possibility for Fnatic.
Oh, we do indeed. The Apocalypse Starfall and of course the Longbow are going to be other 3 heroics, but right now Team Liquid, they are going to get a hand in here. Vortex, there we go. Second lot of web weavers.
This is definitely the fastest objective map there is at the moment. It's just like, objective! 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 Just keep going! Play more objective! And we're going to see Team Liquid move into the boss camp here. On this map, it is called a Grave Golem, as it is on the Sky Temple, despite it being just a zombie Sky Temple Golem.
Yeah.
I don't know why they just call it the Zombie Golem. That'd be cool.
Well, it's not really a Grave Golem though, but Ace of Spades is going to get in here. Tranquility being used very
It's Divine
early
Shielding.
on.
He's trying to hold them out. There's the Apocalypse.
Well. Very nice Apocalypse coming out from him, but look at where Black Scorpion is out off to the side. Archon doing so much splash damage in such a small space. Ace of Spades so low. There are 3 members left here. Falcon is getting weaved away. The boss has gone over onto the side of Fnatic, and have Team Liquid just thrown this game?
Quite possibly, boss has been taken, but there are web weavers pushing all of their other lanes. They have to go back and defend. They can't push this boss. They're leaving Shinobu to go with it and do the damage that they need. In the meantime, everyone else going back to defend. But look at this one in the mid lane. This one has been left alone completely and has taken that much damage. That's how squishy these things are.
Yeah, that's what happens when they do go under tower, which is why you have the minions that spawn for them, and it makes sense for them to have that 50% reduction of damage from structures, because it's the web weaver themselves shouldn't really be tanking them up.
Very much so, but it seems to be the case that they do at the moment, and that's not ideal at all. And having a look at some of the other talents, both teams on their level 13 talents. Giant Killer coming out of Valor, sticking with that theme. Shinobu gets a good damage onto Vortex there, and there's another turn in for Fnatic, and like we said, just trade objective for objective the entire game. Very cool. Impatience is a virtue on the Vikings, very much the standard talent for them these days, and they're going to grab this bottom camp while the Web Weavers do spawn. Relentless being taken by ETC, just to try and avoid the amount of CC that is coming down from, well, everyone on the side of Fnatic. Sprint from Jaina, she's been called out a couple times, nice to use. And the Life Seed. This is very much a build that we see Team Liquid go pretty much all the time. Black Scorp getting the stun combo! Oh, just in time! Able to dash out of there. Apocalypse doesn't land on anyone. And Black Scorp just escaping there.
Yeah, this is now a bit of an opportunity for Team Liquid to try and engage a fight and force it on their terms. With the APOC down for another 80 seconds or so, it really gives them a window of opportunity as such, because Fnatic, they've lost a lot of their CC here, but they're in fact just going to brute force their way through this mid lane. ETC stage dive is available, and to use it in such a confined space as this mid lane.
Here he goes.
He's going to be jumping in.
Rip Web Weaver.
Lucifron is going to be
my
Eric
God.
first to fall, followed by Olaf. The other one, Baylog, now is in a longbow all by himself. Freds is low. Kaysel is also low. Fred's looking like he's going to be the next one to fall, as not just yet. One more Moonfire. There
Single
it is.
auto attack. Single auto attack coming in there, but yeah, like you said, we are going to see the last Viking go down. Down goes Ace of Spades, and Team Liquid taking full control again. And what we saw there was the combination stage dive wailing arrow. That was brutal. That hit pretty much everyone.
Hit at least 3 or 4.
That was absolutely beautiful, absolutely brutal. And now we are seeing Liquid attempting to take control of this Bruiser camp. We saw Lau just throw a puncturing a hungering arrow over the wall just to try and scout out there.
As they do not have enough of the gems yet to get a hand in. Of course, both teams now on 0. What is next up on the map? Hard camp, easy camp in 115. The boss is in 150. This is one of the things about this map as well. Because it's so fast paced, there are very few siege camps on here as mercenary camps. Because otherwise, if there were every lull in a play, you'd be able to get so much map control.
Yeah, I'm wondering what Shinobu's doing. Shinobu just appears to be chilling near this boss camp. He was actually spotted by Oracle for a split second. Oh, he's out. He's gone. He does not want to get caught. So he's going to run away there. Still staying separate from his team, though. Here comes Black Scorp, just going for the fort, but once again forcing Shinobu's Eric.
We're going to see a trade?
Retreat. Yeah, I think we are. We're going to see fort for fort, but Liquid with the small advantage here. They're pushing it a bit quicker. They're going to be able to take down some towers as well, and this will probably force Fnatic to just find some bushes and go B.
Yep, and Team Liquid, they're going to back away from this one. Fnatic have
couple of them
recalled at
cancel.
least. Yeah, Lau's still in mid lane. Fred seems undecided on exactly what he wants to do.
Yeah, he's hanging around. He's waiting for his minion wave.
Team Liquid are halfway to grabbing another hand in here. Got 32 on the board. Pings go down on their hard camp, which is up in 50 seconds, but this bot easy camp is up, which means that the boss is also up in about 25 seconds or so.
Very true. We have level 16 talents available for everyone. Notable stuff, Benediction, we spoke about it before. Activate to reduce the mana cost of your next basic ability by 50, and its cooldown by 10 seconds. Super good ability. We have the Imposing Presence out of Diablo, made to counter Sylvanas a little. We also have the True Shot Aura, just to help out Valor with her auto-attack build. Norse Force out of the Vikings. On the side of Team Liquid, we have Stone Skin on ETC, Numbing Blast for that root on Jaina. Lucifron able to get his full turn in. And we had the second strike out of Tasdal, going for the full damage build, as opposed to going for the escape stuff. Yes, race car TAS. And we have the hardened focus on the... we had the hardened focus on the side of Malfurion. So more cooldowns means more healing, more life seed, etc.
More snares.
More snares, more moons.
As Ace of Spades looking like he got a little bit too far forward there. However, Eric certainly was. He's going to jump away from this one. Web Weavers are descending. I'd hate to have a lisp and pronounce that. The Web Weavers.
Well, Web Weavers. That's the only bit. The S there.
The red.
The red Weavers. That's not a wisp, though.
No, if you had a lisp.
Yeah, but that's not a lisp. Mispronouncing that wouldn't be a lisp. It would be a different speech impediment. Even a lisp isn't really a speech impediment.
Anyway,
I don't understand that stuff very well. I don't know. I understand what a stutter is. In comes the stage dive, only hits Freds, and Freds just immediately shadow charges him, but the CC still goes down, and Fred's attempting to run away, but getting body blocked by Lucifron.
Yep, as Fred is going to overpower him back, but he will fall. He has enough souls to resurrect, however. This mid lane, we do have the Web Weaver still alive, with, of course, the hard camp as well. Shinobu has to go south to try and get out of this one.
Yeah, there's not much left on this Web
No.
Weaver, but it can probably get one more wave. Nope, gets killed off just in time. So we're just going to see the rest of Team Liquid head back up towards the top lane where the Grave Golem has spawned, but they're not going to go for it yet. They're just going to make sure they're safe. Maybe clear out the bot lane, maybe just try and wait for Fnatic.
Yeah, I'd assume that Team Liquid are trying to wait for level 20 before they do anything too rash with the boss, trying to learn from their mistakes, because they lost quite a bit before.
Yeah, that did not go well for them, and that was basically why Fnatic are so close on levels, because that was devastating having that happen.
It was a 5-0 and a boss that pushed top 4 down.
Exactly. So for now, gonna see Team Liquid just moving together as a team, not going for the boss yet. I think they're trying to force Fnatic to do it, so they can try and catch them out. But we're now gonna see Liquid continuing to move together as a team, moving very carefully, very cautiously. Just making sure they are all together so that when they do decide to go in, they are prepared.
Yeah, Fnatic just almost baiting this one here. They have now got a hand in of the Web Weavers.
Yep, so
as
this
Team
means,
Liquid now.
Yeah, this means we're not going to see a
defend
boss.
this. Yeah, maybe not just yet.
No, it's about to despawn.
Well,
so
yeah.
there it goes. So, yeah, like you said, we're going to see Team Liquid defend this. They're already onto their tier 2s in almost every lane. There's one tower left of the tier 1 in the middle lane, but and one left and a fountain in the in the bottom lane. But yeah, they're going to have to defend against this. Top lane Web Weaver already getting kind of annihilated, but gets a good wave off, and that does so much damage.
Yeah, it really does. But this top one, is going to fall pretty quickly. Mid is down to about 3/4 of HP, but there are a team of Fnatic there to try and assist it in its push. There are also 3 little scarab things down, I guess. They get cleared pretty quickly. The Blizzard doing a lot of damage too, as Fnatic again just rotating back down towards this bot lane, clearing the wave so that the Web Weaver can do its job, and it's just going to get rid of one tower. Fnatic looking to get a second here, but Team Liquid are forcing them away, at least for now.
This Web Weaver has had to deal with one tower, and that's its health. Web Weavers are squishy. Protected Web Weavers, guys. And that's what we're seeing Fnatic doing right now. They're just covering their Web Weaver, keeping it safe, but it's still going to go down very quickly. Nice wave, doesn't reach the keep this time, and it won't get out another one. It will die too quickly. Down it goes. However, Liquid's going to use this time, Fnatic going to use this time to try and go and get the top boss, which is risky. They're expecting Liquid to be too busy clearing the waves, and they might just be right. It's going to be close.
We saw how this ended last time. Diablo Apocalypse in such a short space. They are coming for this one.
There's
Fred is on watch.
They need to
I'm
do it.
surprised we don't see Lucifer just dive straight in.
Okay, well, Fnatic are just letting the boss reset. They're not taking the risk. Freds has gone straight in and got separated from his team, but no one taking too much damage. Freds took the most damage out of that. Ace is also a bit low because he was tanking the boss for a while. In comes the stage dive. Doesn't land. Shinobu the only one slowed.
From Falcon, though, he's going to blink. The Wailing Arrow hitting at least 3-4 members there. They are able to get off a longbow, but it has been a little bit wasted. A lot of damage going on to Black Scorp here. Is going to get out of that one. So it was, 2 heroics for 1?
Yep, and they're going to use this advantage straight. However, like you said, 2 heroics for 1, but Liquid are still going to attempt to steal the boss for themselves, and Apocalypse is up. We could see what happened last time. They're going to back out and try and get a good position here.
Look at
and
Falcon.
There's the Apocalypse.
Fred is...
That hit no one. Oh, but down goes Falcon.
Falcon was 1v1 in the boss in the background there. Lao is very low, as are the Vikings. They're going to jump up, but they do not have a longboat here. Luciferon is going to dive in. Both of Shinobu's Vikings are now very low. Eric should be able to get out of this one. Fred has been shrunk by Tasta's Shrink Ray. The Lunar Flare going to hit up 2 members. Sylvanas still alive in the back line here. Vortex going to try and stop Ace of Spades from mounting up. They do get 2 storms on, and considering that Falcon was more or less just trying to solo the boss in the back line there, 2 Vikings for 1 Jaina, it's not the worst trade in the world.
No, that when and to be fair, the Jaina died to the boss, so technically not too bad, but they still lose the XP. And triple Bolt of the Storm on the side of Team Liquid on their Sylvanas, their Jaina, and their Malfurion. Double Bolt of the Storm on the side of Fnatic. We also have the Redemption on Ufa, Storm Shield coming out of Tyrande, the Ragnarok and Roll of course, out of the Lost Vikings, and the finals from the side of Liquid are Hardened Shield and the Twilight Archon.
They are also so very close to grabbing themselves some more Web Weavers. Lucifron has 10 gems, Vortex has 3. They just need one more, which they'll get from this bottom wave, and they can grab themselves a turn-in.
I'm amused by the chat. Someone, I just looked back and this was about when Fnatic started doing the boss, or when Liquid started doing it again, and they just said, don't do it, it's the throw pit. So from now on, this is now this area is the throw pit.
I feel like it's the same on Sky Temple as well.
Yeah, but it's on Sky Temple, you at least have somewhere to back out. This one, if you go for that boss, it's like, it's exactly like the Blackheart Bay, only with more room. So you can have a proper team fight in there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Speaking
Vortex.
of team fights, Fred's going in onto Vortex. Dimensional Shift is forced out of him, as they are going to return some damage here back onto Fred. And here comes the stage dive straight into a Lunar Flare. Not for long though. Kaysel is going to get the Divine Shield on him. The Vikings are at the front here, going to think they need a longbow soon, but Eric will fall. Shinobu almost down as well. The Apocalypse, I don't think hit too many people. 2-man longbow, we all know, isn't the strongest. It is going to get healed up, however. Lucifron getting thrown back. Black Scorp here trying to get some damage down onto Ace of Spades. Lau is still alive on about 50% HP on the Valet, now getting healed up by Tyrande. But a 1-for-0 trade, that one was only a mere Viking, but you'd like to think that Team Liquid can at least get a hand in, and there it is on Lucifron, as Web Weavers are going to spawn, as all heroics are down to Team Liquid. Fnatic have the strafe available, but there won't be a fight anytime soon, I don't think.
Yeah, both teams just going to be leaving this alone for a while. However, Fnatic Fnatic appear to disagree. They are going very aggressively onto Liquid side of the map right now. Going for that middle lane Web Weaver. I found it amusing in that last fight that both healing totems were just placed directly next to each other. And
Teams need to learn they don't stack.
Yeah. Yes, your healing totems do not stack with your enemy's healing totems.
Oh, okay. Oh.
You are correct.
I am correct.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
That would be a great mechanic, though.
Oh yeah. Wait, no, but then how would that work? So healing totems just heal everyone, or if you put them down, they just start to sap each other.
No, you put them down and they heal everyone on the map.
Oh
god,
that
would be so good.
I'm not so sure. For now, though, Liquid just playing very aggressively forward, but the Web Weaver's down, and we'll see the standard stuff, exactly what Fnatic did when they were in this situation. Move down to the bottom lane, and they're just going to push with the second Web Weaver. Fnatic, though, instead of dealing with that straight away, instantly dealing with the top Web Weaver, so they can deal with this more efficiently and maybe force a fight afterwards, rather than have to worry about defending.
Yep, as the Web Weaver is doing its thing, Fred's going in onto Black Scorp though, he's going to have to bolt out of that one. The strafe being used with the Divine Shield is going to get a lot of damage out, as is the Starfall, but Lau gets a lot returned back onto him. Vortex at the back, however, is in the same position. Malfurion using the Tranquility just to heal everyone up. The Longbow is now down. Ace of Spades looking straight in here.
They've used all their damage abilities, whereas
they have
Liquid have
just
a lot
all that's
of
left
theirs.
available. The Tassadar Archon Valor bolting away from that.
Oh,
Kessel
come
is
on.
going to sprint away. Ace will certainly fall here.
He has redemption, though.
He does indeed have redemption, and he's just going to heal up Fred's here and Kessel as Team Liquid look to try and end this. Uther is almost up, and boom, there it is.
Back.
Ace of Spades is back.
And he's rooted.
And Team Liquid off backing away from this one, however.
Yeah, but doesn't look like Fnatic want to let them. Falcon gets rooted.
He gets snared up. Shinobu a lot of damage. Finally, the Apox coming down. It's only going to hit 2 players, Vortex and Grand PKT. Lucifron on the front line here is getting quite a few heals. Olaf will fall, and the Vikings have been the only casualty so far in this fight. Fred's looking like he's going to become one. He should have enough souls to resurrect, and he does so. Lau bolting out again. Grand PKT following, gets shrunken.
Diablo's back.
Oh boy.
They don't give up.
Back here.
They don't give up. The fight continues. They're going in again. Third time's the charm. Here's the strafe. This fight has gone on so long. The strafe is off cooldown.
Vortex is dimensional shifting out of here. Water elementals back.
Oh, the one Viking.
5 seconds. Jaina's so close. Vortex living. Lucifer surviving as well. What is this, Tetcher? I do not know.
Here's Shinobu. Eric. The shield. Last second saving Vortex life.
Fall in the bot lane Archon's up. Should Vortex want more shields? Grand PKT's gonna fall one. What have we just casted?
Oh my god. That has to be one of the most annoying compositions I have ever seen. Vikings with their extra health balls and actually relatively short respawn timers. Diablo just coming back over and over again. And the redemption on Ufa. They just didn't die. That, like we said, that fight just went on for so long. Diablo engaged in the exact same way with the exact same result from Kessel 3 times. And finally, on the 3rd time it worked. Like I said, this fight went on for so long, the strafe came off cooldown. That was
the
one
Shield
fight.
came off cooldown. The Archon came off cooldown.
The Ragnarok and roll. The Ragnarok and roll came off cooldown. It was just, oh my god, that was fantastic. You can, because Liquid are currently mostly dead, so they're gonna have. It's gonna be down to Vortex and Blackscorp to try and defend this. Sorry, and Falcon. Falcon's alive. I missed him. So ETC's now alive. Malfurion will be alive fairly shortly. Liquid on the defense, and Fnatic looking quite good to take this game. This could be interesting. They can do it, boss, pushing hard. They are all here with it. And guess what? All of Fnatic's heroics are up again.
Red's going deep here. He's actually going to get a lot of damage. Forced to bolt away. The Starfall being used. The
silence
Shield
was used.
Also used.
Yeah,
As was the Wailing Arrow.
Yeah, he used Divine Shield and there was no follow-up on it. He didn't use Lau did not use the strafe. But now there's the stun. Oh, Dimensional Shift again from Vortex. Able to save himself. Only person to die so far is a Viking. Yeah.
Longbow out as well. This is just going to be so much siege damage coming down now onto the core. Team Liquid needs to try and force Fnatic back. Falcon blinking back on to the Hall of the Storms. Lau getting low. 1v1ing Blackscorp in the back there. Blackscorp having to get out of there. Gets the Tacitus shield. But this core is going down very low. Strafe. Tyrande falls. Ace is going to go down as well. I believe Redemption should be up. Fred going to go down. Lau going to go down. And our Team Liquid going to pull this one back to win it.
Here comes Ufa. Ufa's about to respawn.
5 players alive. There are
Ufa's going for solo. Ufa's going for solo on the core. It's Ufa versus Grand PKT. He's not going to have enough.
Take him down.
He can't even do damage anymore. That got taken away. There's just one Olaf to defend the entirety of Liquid. They're just ignoring him.
Olaf
Screw this.
He's
going the wrong way. He's just walking away. I think he's just going for the core for some reason. But
is this
Liquid
game?
Making the turnaround, and there's not going to be enough to respawn this time. Shinobu's still running to the other side of the map, and this is going to be GG, and Liquid are going to take the game, and they're looking so good now.
They now can't win
is if they lose to Gamers 2-2-0. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they also... hang on.
No, that's it.
Yeah, that needs to be it. Gamers 2 need to win against Liquid. So now, first place is all about this next match.